So I've been landscaping now for about 15 years. I spent 10 years, not long after I started, working for a Landscape Ontario member. And so when I started my own company about 3 years ago, it was a no-brainer for us to join Landscape Ontario. I've been member of our chapter board, both with my previous employer and on my own. And I'm currently a member of the provincial board. I'm actually the provincial treasurer. For us, the impact has been massive. In any given year, probably a third to a half of our work is referred to us by other LO members that we know. We are a softscape specialty company, and so we have a whole bunch of LO members we do work with who don't specialize or don't do their own softscape. So, a significant portion of our work every year comes from our LO contacts. One of the things that I've known for a while now is that our industry is definitely relationship based. I think they all are to an extent, but having a good relationship with somebody is sometimes the difference between, I can wiggle some things around and get those plants on a truck for you this week, and sorry man, the truck is full. And obviously you don't want to take advantage of a good relationship all the time, but it's that one extra, in your back pocket. And it can also be, when times are good and you need to squeeze an extra order onto a shipment or something like that. But it can also be if times aren't good, right? Like one of our customers owns a restaurant, and the street that their restaurant is on has been torn up for the last year and a half for a major, streetscape redo, all new sewer lines, the whole shebang. So as you can imagine, it's been a bad year for them. And then just as the end was in sight, COVID arrives. And they've been there for 29 years. And when I was talking to him the other day, he told me that without his relationship with his suppliers and his landlord, he would not have survived COVID. But because he has a good, long-term, friendly relationship with his suppliers and his landlord, they're willing to stretch that little bit extra for him. That means he's going to survive this. And I view, our industry is no different, right? Like whether it's, a cash flow crunch because somebody hasn't paid their bill in a while and, you need to order more materials for your next job. That good relationship is the difference between that supplier saying, sorry, man, like you owe us too much at this point, and saying, yeah, you know what? We know you're good for it. Here's the stuff you need. And, that can be the difference between success and failure of your business. Because education is the key to building a prosperous, professional, and sustainable industry. And when I say sustainable, I'm not just talking environmentally. I'm also talking an industry that has, at least to a degree, solved the labor crisis. And an industry that people view as a place to go for a career, not a summer job. Because if we can't fix those two things, we're not sustainable. We'll always be chasing our tails when it comes to labor. So those two elements are things that need to be part of any path forward, and the key to getting them in place is education. The thing I would say is you're going to get out of your membership what you put into it. People look at me sometimes, and I'm sure think I'm nuts because I'm on 10 different committees and on the provincial board and on our trade show committee back in the Ottawa chapter, and I would say to them that I get more out of my time that I put in than it takes from me. So I'm not doing it for altruistic reasons. I mean, there's a little bit of that on some of the things, but it's not being done for altruistic reasons. It's being done because I feel like it benefits my company.